Stephen Wilson Jr. in the KX Country Clubhouse. Man, we're so pumped to have you
thank you,
here in Canada. What is there a thing that you have to have when you come up to? You've been up to Canada a few times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Is there something that you gotta have that you look forward to when you come up here?
Not really. But no.
Okay.
I just hit the power button. I hope I didn't turn it off.
Let's see. We'll take a look here. No, I think you're good. There we go.
All right, I'm a bull in a china shop.
We're good.
Actually, I used to be a scientist in my former life. I used to work for Mars, the food company, and I was a food scientist.
Not the planet.
Not the planet.
Okay.
Hopefully one day.
Right.
But yeah, I worked for the company, and I used to come up to Toronto a good bit. There was a lab up here I used to work in a lot, and Craig came up here 2 times a month. And I used to go down in Toronto to the Polish district and eat Polish food. So that's, if I have time in Toronto, I go down to the Polish district and eat Polish food. Because, that's
okay.
I found out about it through some colleagues, and one of them is from Poland, and he said, "Let me take you down and show you what's up." And he did, and it's a little insider.
I love that you come to Canada for Polish food.
Well, everywhere else you gonna find it.
Where are you gonna find it?
I don't know.
But we're pumped to have you back up here. Is there something that you have to have for a festival weekend? Or does Stephen Wilson Jr. have to have in his bag for a festival weekend?
Camo pants.
Got to have the camo pants.
Yeah, I can't have anybody seeing me from the waist down. It's dangerous.
Okay,
So
all right. I didn't even know you had legs.
Floating torso. That way.
You've done quite a bit. You're microbiologist. You said you work for Mars. You're a boxer. Is that right?
Yeah, I used to box. Yeah, like just amateur stuff.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with the sport too.
More
of a student.
So, what's your Mount Rushmore of boxers then? Who'd you put up there?
George Foreman and Muhammad Ali are definitely at the top, the greatest of all time.
Stephen Wilson Jr.
No, nowhere even close. I'm like in a hole at sea level.
Yeah,
even further down. Foreman is one of the greatest. Just he won the, and a lot of it's in and out of the ring. I assess fighters based on the candor in and out of the ring, and he came back and won. He came out of retirement and won the heavyweight championship at 46 years old. I'll never forget it. I watched it as a kid. It was one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. And it probably will be wind in my sails for the rest of my life to watch that go down. And currently, Alexander Usyk is probably one of my biggest influences as a human and inspirations as a boxer, I should say. More.
Is there anything from maybe the boxing world that carries over to music? Is there anything you learned there that maybe?
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, first of all, it's like you got to be a failure junkie. In music, you got to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot, and you kind of get addicted to it. And that's what boxing is. It's just like failing over and over again to maybe achieve one little success. Mm-hmm. I've said in interviews before, it's it's a pebble of success built on a mountain of failure.
Right.
And that is what it does to you. It kind of breaks you down. It kind of humbles you. It levels the playing field for everybody. And it really is one of those sports that you get out what you put into it. It really taught me work ethic. It taught me just because you're not enjoying it doesn't mean it isn't important. It taught me how to take pain and and really just kind of deal with failure and loss and because the music business is very much a one-on you against the world kind of sport. It's not a team sport in a lot of ways, especially in the beginning. The early rounds of this fight are really crucial. Like you get into the later rounds, it gets easier in some ways. You just got to have the stamina to take it. But them early rounds kind of really set the pace for your career, and it takes a lot of training to kind of get through those storms.
What round would you say you're in right now?
Maybe minute 2 of round 1.
Okay, all right. I'd say it's a lot more success than failure for you lately. How could you even fathom in a million years the success that your last year, especially with your cover of Stand By Me, just blew up? Did you ever foresee anything like this?
No, yeah, this my dreams outdreamt me a long time ago, and I none of this was supposed to happen. Not supposed to be here, but I'm very much supposed to be here, and that's what that's my conclusions that I've drawn.
And you said before, like you're always surprised when people like, know your songs or know the words to your songs.
Yeah.
Are you still surprised when you go to shows
like,
and people are singing songs?
Like, how do you guys know this music? Where did you find it? Tell me.
Death Cab for Country.
Yeah, I like puns.
It's like farm emo.
Yeah, kind of.
You ever hear that farm emo?
I've heard of farm emo.
Okay.
Yeah. Or dirt emo.
Dirt emo. Yeah. Rustin Kelly.
Yes, sir. But yeah. Yeah, I like puns, and that one is actually not just a pun, but it's actually somewhat informative, pun-formative. And so it's
how you turn
a pun built with information.
Turn a conversation about puns into a pun.
Thank you.
That's punception right there.
You're welcome.
We're so excited to
Punishment.
see you. We're so excited to see you today here in the KX Country Clubhouse with Stephen Wilson Jr. Thanks so much for doing this, Mal.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate y'all.